Welcome, guys, to another WTL Arena review. Today we're doing another of the upper bracket. I'm here with Tim and Cupcake today, looking at this game. Do you guys see anything interesting off the bat? Anything you want to take note of?
Well, this is a very different flavor to all of the reviews that we've done so far. There's a Sona and a Braum, so pretty low volatility. Yeah, what do you guys think for your roles?
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's a tricky Kha'Zix game for sure. Like, his 1v1 is good, but I don't know. Like, Galio Sona, so in isolation, Sona is very easy to kill. But in teamfights, if the Sona player doesn't grief, it's very hard to make progress on his team. It's a tricky, actually finding kills as, the Orin Kha'Zix, especially when you have Braum as your support, you don't have a melee support as well. I think Kha'Zix is gonna have to play really hard around side, but then he's hunting Galio and Kled, and both these champs are really hard for him to kill, so it's kind of tricky. Nocturne's game is a bit simpler, but also not simple. He's playing into Veigar and Braum, right? Both these champs are pretty classic, counter engage champions. It's tricky.
Yeah. From mid lane as well, Veigar has a nice time scaling. He's not going to get much prio versus Galio near the game. But if I look in general at Red Side Team Compass, they do a really nice job on mid eventually. They're very good with Sivir, with the Veigar. One cage can get one kill. But in the side lane, they can't really exist versus the Nocturne Galio, versus the Kled, potential hard engage as well. But on the other side, blue side does have the Sona scaling. So this game is going to go long as shit.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good Sona game, to be honest, right? I feel like Sona's solid versus Ornn. I feel like it's one of the better range champions of dealing with it because you click E and you can kind of try to dodge on R. And there's very little pressure from the Sivir Braum on the Sona. She has a very good matchup. So it's a very comfortable game to be Sona here.
I'm going to assume that Braum was blind picked and then it was answered with the Sona. And I think what I'm going to be looking for blue team is just to make sure that they don't get caught in transit. Like if Kha'Zix jumps on the Jinx and the Sona when they're caught napping with a lazy recall or they don't respect that threat, then that's going to be scary for them. But if they just get organized, there's very little threat on the Jinx Sona if they're spacing and they're cutting backwards with their front line as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty 1v9 game for this bot lane here. Especially, I feel like Veigar doesn't threaten Jinx that much as well. Veigar has a much better time playing against the the shorter range carries, right? But Jinx is so long range. It's pretty tricky for him to pressure her. He's good versus the top side, though.
What happened on Jinx CS?
I don't know, man. I watched him miss 5 minutes.
Yeah, he missed everything here.
Yeah, this is tough.
And pushing lane. This is Diamond Elo, right?
Yeah. It's the upper Elo bracket. So that most of them are between Platinum to Emerald. The highest 1 or 2 players are in Diamond.
All right, guys. So we got some comments in the last time from the WTL episode that we did, and everyone felt that we went a bit easy on everyone. That was the feedback I got. So I'm gonna be a bit more rigid for everyone. So this Jinx, she's already under my scope here after this early lane here.
Yeah,
close eye on that one.
Such a low pressure matchup as well. Sivir and Braum were just, it's getting rough.
So I'm not sure, is this guy an AD carry main, Tenshi?
I haven't looked, but I believe so.
Oh, we're missing so much. Sona's having to fix them here. Okay. Yeah, something I noticed, the difference between Emerald Diamond ADCs and the really high Elo ADCs is being able to, you don't have to constantly shove 24/7. If you have the shove advantage, you can take a second to start posturing and zoning and threatening as well. And I think Jinx has just started to spam auto attacks and miss a lot of last hits and not really use the advantage that she has. But it looks like we're back on track here.
She's not posturing very aggressively though. She's super unthreatened by this lane. She can step up and use her range advantage on the Sivir, fish for some rockets,
yeah.
Especially I feel like being full mana as Jinx the entire game is just a complete waste.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think we strike her.
Yeah, it's been a pretty brutal laning phase so far. It's not very, I don't know. I feel like there's a really big advantage in the matchup here. All right.
That's good. Let's give her strike and move on to a different lane here. What's Kha'Zix doing? What's Nocturne doing? All of them are full clearing.
Yeah, both of the games are being pretty standard. Nocturne is inactive. Kha'Zix just smashing his clears. His bot lane had a big. Wait, what is this? My Nocturne has Mobies. He has symbiotic souls. He's gonna be running really fast. This is really brutal on Kha'Zix.
That's bad, no?
It's
Sounds
really,
awful.
really bad. Yeah. So
Yeah.
your clear is already really, really slow. Wait, we got killed on
Kled is
the
dead.
on the Kled side. How did we get killed on the? Where's my Ornn? Okay, he's in the sky. All right. Oh no! Wait, we're stepping back up. This is very brave. Oh, it was pretty clean from the Ornn though.
Yeah, that's really clean.
Okay,
actually.
he gets a tick. That was nice. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what Mr. SirAndreMaster is cooking though. I feel like you can't be like, if you get dismounted post 6 in this matchup, you just get cooked. If Ornn still has all his spells as well, he still had QE up, so
Well, he should just look to match bases, right, and TP back.
yeah, for sure.
Ornn's completely cooking them.
Don't really see the angle there.
Holy moly! This guy's a beast.
He gets another tick. He's kind of
I will
surfing.
hit him-
I
hit
think
him
that's
on
a strike on
poetry
Nocturne.
games.
What did Nocturne just do? Like he can't expect to win that. That looked awful the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
And now he's like so behind on tempo.
yeah. Kha'Zix's symbiotic souls are about to start paying off.
Yeah, I
True.
think we need to be very serious with these junglers here. What's going on? I like what Kha'Zix did. I like that he pathed into bot and that he did the dragon, which was quite risky because he loses bot and mid prio, but he managed to make it work.
Yeah, he found a
So-
window where his bot had push, which was nice.
Yeah. So that's
Um,
nice and opportunistic.
but
But
this
these boots,
It's pretty
What's
bad
that?
from the Kha'Zix though, I think. Sorry, from the Nocturne
The-
though. Like his mid and bot have giga winning matchups, right? In early. And so to lose first Drake is really cringe, I think.
Yeah. The reason bot lost push on blue side is because they gave push because their jungler was top side. So they could
Yeah.
easily have played for shove and bot scuttle and dragon, but they just decided not to.
Yeah.
let's strike him. Oh, he's already strike.
Yeah.
That's good.
He copped the strike. He copped the strike from yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about the
Okay.
Kha'Zix as well. Should we give him a strike?
Yeah, I mean these boots, I will strike the boots. They're illegal for sure. They definitely don't do anything. I mean, the thing about like running fast in jungle role is it doesn't matter if you have to kill your camps, right? Like you're gonna have to kill your camps anyways.
Yeah.
And so if you buy the item that makes you kill the camps really slow, it doesn't like
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tim, what are you looking for from the Galio? I assume he's going to expect perma shove. What do you want to see with that pressure?
I wanna see my jungle do something, so I can play with my jungle. Because the Galio, he's gonna get prio, but it's really hard to be proactive yourself as Galio whenever your jungle's not playing. You're basically your jungler's buddy. That's what you are. Especially if you play with, for example, Syndra, Sona. You're really bound to what your jungle's doing. So that's what I'm looking at. If is he playing with his jungle, and that's what he tried to do here. He tried to set up. It didn't really work because I think they underestimated how Brown worked.
it's not
That's
looking
a strike
good.
for Mr. Kled.
It's
Yep.
not. I did like what the bot lane did here, where they swap into mid and they want to run the game through mid. I'm a
Yeah.
pretty big fan of this. I don't like them contesting this through mid with the Galio side. I think you just let Galio accept waves, and then he has his global, and Nocturne can play straight
Yep.
on side, and Galio can always move and match this bot lane to things. So he doesn't need to have push to be there first when the guy on mid is like a Sivir, right? It's not like Sivir's pushing this wave and then he can gank side very easily, you know? So I think they could have just accepted the scenario and then just let Galio catch, and then Nocturne can look to play on either of the more vulnerable people inside. I guess Ornn's not very vulnerable because he's kind of Thanos right now. But this Veigar under here definitely can't play the game anymore. He just has to chill in the tower.
Yeah, the thing is, I think why the swap was so good as well, because Veigar can actually just wave clear.
Mhm.
So now this Jinx threat is so incredibly low and Veigar's Q range is really, really high. You
Yep.
can just sit there and catch the creeps anyway.
Yeah, Kha'Zix's inventory. This is just the saddest inventory of all time, though. He has 15 AD and he spent like 2k gold.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he does run really fast though, but I don't know if it does anything.
Nah, it shouldn't. For those of you that don't know, people think I'm a mid laner, but I've got 300,000 mastery on Kha'Zix jungle, by the way.
Okay.
This jungle used to be my secondary role. I used to spam the shit out of Kha'Zix. That was my OTP in the jungle. So I'm a bit of a Kha'Zix connoisseur here.
He just
and
needs
this is a
AD,
build that-
just the biggest AD number
Exactly.
possible.
Exactly. That Q80 scaling is like 190% or something like that.
Yeah.
We gotta get AD in the pocket.
I noticed when he like flashed on the mid here and he queued and it did like 7 damage. And it was like, all right, it's really cool that you're there, but you need to actually kill the people when you show up.
So I think we're going to see some pretty big windows of downtime in this game, and it's going to come down to these objectives and which team can set up better. So I'm just going to keep an eye on what's going on, especially around River. Find a pick on the Vega. Vega needs a lot of help to be able to enter spaces. Looked like he got a little
Yeah.
bit caught out of position there.
If Kha'Zix has a full item, I think
Oh,
he kind of
cool.
one-shots Nocturne here, but like, oh man, he just doesn't do
I
anything.
think, like, red team's mid jungle are griefing this game. Like, Kha'Zix Vega sound like a pretty awful combo to be able to enter
Let's
spaces and
replay
fight.
this.
And yeah, we've got to peel
How
back
did
to the
Vigar
game.
die?
He just kind of walked into River here. Wait, like his jungler is near, he's like stepping up to place ward or
Oh,
something. I don't even
wow.
know. He doesn't even have trinket up.
Okay.
Nocturne just opens on him. He spell shields the E, good. And then it's just cooked from here, right? It's like Galio E forwards, he's always dead.
Yep.
Yeah, but then just look at this. I feel like Kha'Zix plays this so badly, no? He opens with like he doesn't do any damage.
Yeah. I think we got to strike the Vega. He just walks in and dies. Like,
Yeah.
he's weak right now. He needs to know what he needs. He needs his
Yeah.
jungle and support. He needs a source of pressure. He needs to force him to react to him or just wait. I think that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I
This
think
is,
Kha'Zix too.
yeah, this is super awkward from Kha'Zix as well. I think he doesn't understand the Galio very well. When you play against champ like Galio, it's really good to open with R on anyone that you're trying to kill, and then hold your E to space the Galio ult. And you just like keep sending it with your ult first, and then once the Galio ult comes down, you can get out of range with E, and you never take any damage or get knocked up by it. But blue team's
Okay.
doing pretty good now.
Yeah, blue team got nice
punish.
back. Top lane still completely getting fucking pummeled.
Yeah.
Ornn is
He's
this is the
Thanos.
solo queue Ornn that I want in my team.
Yeah. Easy Giga Chat, like blind pick the tank, Smurf lane, like carry the game.
We might need to invite this guy to the tryouts for LLS here, Pablo.
Yeah, dude, he's up 3 plates as Ornn.
There's some heavy
He's
training
beast.
going on.
Oh
Bot. We might have to
no,
have a
what
look
is
at this.
what is this? Alright. So we ult onto Sivir with no flash. Mega Brom ult.
Where's this? Oh, the Sona doesn't have ult.
Yeah.
Why are we flashing forwards? Oh,
The flash E, I
gosh.
don't know. Oh!
That's wild.
I rate this
So
attempt from the
what's-
Sivir Brom though. I'm down with like trying to play the 2v3. That was spicy, but they almost did it. They almost got 2 kills out of it.
So what's the idea of this Nocturne gank? Like, what's going through his mind? What should he do here?
I mean, his mind probably just says Sivir no flash can kill, which is like a good thing to start with. But like, I don't know. His bot lane has
Versus
nothing.
Braum, your Sona
Yeah.
has no ult, and it's such
Yeah.
an incredibly important tool to put on cooldown, right? Because now you're not going to have ult for the near future, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
you should definitely save
think
this for
that-
like higher quality players.
Yeah,
That's pretty
but
tough.
that's your champion, right? That's your identity. Like, you have to put so much attention to getting valuable early ults.
Yeah, and now it's like cooked for them. Like they used like all their sums on bot, and Sivir still has flash. Like, I don't know. Jinx has 1 item at least. She's in a pretty strong position, but Sivir looked really powerful there. I don't know. She was kind of cooking
did.
him in the 2v3.
It's really hard to make proactive plays this game because the defense and the disengage is so incredibly strong upon both sides, basically. And the amount of hard engage from red side is really low. On blue side, you got the Nocturne Galio, of course, but you got the Braum and the Sivir to disengage, even the Vigar.
Yeah, I did notice that the Nocturne doesn't look like he has many great targets this game.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. Hey, Kha'Zix has his Mobiz online now. Alright.
Nice.
He's kind of speedy.
Let's well, how about we go into the red side for war and see if they can translate this lead.
Alright,
What they
we go
got?
red side POV. Oh, wait. Oh no.
Okay.
I think when you play the Kazakhs, like you can't use both of your. Ideally, once you get the Galio ult, right? So here you should ult onto Nocturne. He sees the Galio ult and he jumps forwards, right? You want to have one of your E or your Flash for after the Galio ult, so you could like re-kill the Nocturne here. Like Nocturne should die here. You know, he should have one of his jump or his Flash here to kill him, but he used both like during the Galio ult. So now he ends up dying here, which I think is really sad because I think this was a winning play for him. It was like close to being good.
A lot of money too. And bad timer with the neutral.
Yeah. All right, we got the Assassin Sivir.
I want to strike Sivir here.
Oh my god.
Just shove mid. Just shove mid.
I mean,
What is going
it's
on?
Sivir champion, right? All she does is
Holy
push.
moly.
Yeah, it's tough. It's getting tough. Kha'Zix is
Oh
down.
boy.
Sivir's down. Oh,
Yeah, just a low percentage play, and your job is to just perma one-shot mid waves and get prio and scale up, and then you're going to be good.
Oh no. It's another one for Vega. He has one job and it's to sit under tower and kill the wave, right? And he's just...
Sorry to the player, but gotta get a strike in you. 1v2s.
Yeah, it was really brave, but I don't know. He was in such a comfortable position to just hold tower here. He's chilling, doing his job.
So it's fine to play scaling champs and like off-meta champs. You just got to know what your job is and what to do and what not to do. And I think we're just seeing a bit of disconnect there for Vega and for Sivir there.
Yeah.
That's a really funny, really good point that you make there, because I see that actually a lot in my coaching sessions too, where players just have to try that to make that impulse play or that dopamine rush. They see it, they go for it, completely disconnected from the champion identity and just ruin the game, just blow it up.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like Vega has like a pretty like straightforward path to play this game, right? It's just you hit front, you catch their engage, and you try and kill the people overextending. You try and use the E to zone Jinx away while their front line goes in. It's like his champion's not perfect in this game, but it's pretty good. Like I'll be pretty happy. Yeah,
playable.
Vega Sivir in this game has a really easy time hitting front line. They're not under much threat at all. It's pretty easy to just like blow up front line. Being Nocturne versus Vega sounds pretty miserable. Like in side lane, it's great, but if there's any team fights that occur, Vega just has so much undodgeable damage and his E to zone your backline, so it's hard to follow on up. Like, he's in a good position just to chill.
I think like I see this a lot with I've been coaching quite a lot of Rakan recently, and he kind of has two modes. Like he can either be engaging and following up, or he can be disengaging. And students really struggle to identify when you should just chill out, react, disengage, and outscale. And I think that probably is going to apply to a lot of other champions and roles.
Kha'Zix, I think I'm hunting Kled lane. I think that like playing into Galio seems impossible. He's kind of like that guy has all the Infinity Stones right now. So coming out of base here, I'd look to be opening onto this lane because I think Vega's not weak. He's not strong either. I'd like to play for On, but into the Galio sounds bad. Just like using On, taking his move, bringing it to mid, and then running the game with his push. So we take On into the group. But yeah, I think this Kled, hunting this Kled, he's so weak that you can just open onto his lane and always make a play.
Right. That's
really like seeing this On move here.
Yeah, this is a bit forced, no? Like super tricky for them to get anything to stick. Oh man, this was such a good opening for Red, but then they just sent it for 0. Like, this is really good here. This is fantastic. All right, just chill and like blow Jinx flash, and then kill Galio for free. Like he's cooked. His team all has to run away, right? But then we all resend it. Vega's melee range.
It's understanding like where the fight is as well. This is an ARAM fight in the middle of the lane. You can't just like hard chase their backline into their tower, right? So if this is a fight in the jungle, maybe you can, but yeah, that was a bit deep.
Then it's not like the win condition of their champions. Like I don't think Sivir should ever be flashing forwards unless she's like literally one-shotting the guy as she does it, right? Like
I agree.
So this was a very interesting fight. I actually think that this fight deserves a little bit more attention, the start of the fight. What were the key players that made good calls, that played well? What were the key players that need to improve either the mindset or something else here?
I don't like this Galio force. I think when you play hard engage champions like Nocturne, Galio, Kled, you need to let people into river so you have more space to go in and chase them down. Because I think if you do this on mid, you see how like here, look at Sivir's space, right? she is completely unthreatened because she knows she has the safety of this tower, and like she's safe here. You can't dive on her. You can't do anything here. And now because the tower is hit, they have to turn around. And Galio's committed forwards. Jinx is too far up now. Ornn ult, fantastic. I'd say
Really
Ornn
good.
really smurfs this fight. Hits front line and the Jinx, perfect. Sivir flash, really bad. I think it's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys noticed there, but Sona was in front of her entire team and had to flash to reposition and whiffed her ult. So if your job is to just front to back and scale and press your buttons, then just do that. You don't have to do anything special, especially on a champion like Sona.
Yeah. I think Nocturne did a good job, though. He just sat hitting front lane and ult for a bit, and then last hit someone once he saw an opportunity to go for a kill. I think he had a pretty solid fight.
I want to get some strikes going here. I think Sivir and Sona, when it
Sivir
comes to
gone, Sona gone.
on champion identity, they were a bit off here.
I think Galio is on identity. I think it's just a wrong position, though. He needs to be in river and not up mid wave. So like he can have a little one.
Strike is a strike. Just get it out here.
All right.
We're gonna be more. We're gonna be more on par with the strikes this game. So we see that on red side, we got a very clear players that are just already out in review. Blue side's all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's take a look what moves next here.
Okay, so red team just hitting the dragon. They're happy to just kind of take a front to back, I guess. Given that blue team is missing ults, maybe.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's really tricky. Like, Galio Nocturne Kled is completely non-functional without their buttons up. All right, we got Assassin Sivir deploying again.
Interesting lane assignments. How did this happen?
Sivir just kind of walked here out of base. I'm not sure what her plan is. They're going to reswap here, I guess. Yeah, they swap here at least.
Yeah.
So
if Sivir and Veigar lose their mid outer tower, the game becomes so much harder. And here, the Orchid lane is coming to.
Yeah, wow,
that's what you get. Wow,
you called this from level 1, like. yeah.
That was a good pick by Nocturne, though. That was incredible.
He can have a tick for that one. That was like a sharp angle to notice. Like it was pretty tight.
Not much space to work with either.
Yeah.
And now if they lose mid tower, it's a completely different reality we're in.
Okay, it's so much harder for Sivir to play the game now. With this mid tower up, she's a completely different champion.
Yep.
All right. Let's skip through a little bit.
Yep.
We open on this objective. We're done with the homies here. We just give. I feel like Kha'Zix has been really inactive, even though he's had like a very strong Ornn and like a very weak Kled to play into.
Yeah, I'm also paying attention to Ornn because he was so far ahead, and I want to see him shove and then shift. And I'm seeing him shove and then like hover in top fog, like he's a split pusher a little bit. He did have a really good engage around mid, but I think he should be really vocal. He's the one that has the advantage, and he's the one that can bring a lot towards the middle of the map.
I mean, if he pushes this wave and then he's on next mid wave, I think I'll be very happy.
I'd like to see that.
Ideally, it would have been this wave, I think, though, because you want to move on the cannon wave, I think. You want to show up to the cannon. So...
Yeah, what we're seeing is what he's doing quite a lot. Probably just looking for a TP, but you can move.
He has a ward here.
Be at the fight first, and then you can... Yeah.
Even if you're going to TP on them, you should be like here already, right? Like,
yeah.
There's kind of no reason not to be.
Hard to gauge on mid wave. Look at this Jinx. Imagine if you're the bush right there.
She has no flash as well.
And I like Ornn just being at the action faster so that he can, be a frontline. He can ult to set things up rather than TP once a fight has already started, especially now that TP is a little bit slower. And then you can always TP back top.
He's not a great TP champ, hey.
Hold up here. What the fuck are we doing, Ornn? Let's go back.
He's just been chilling, though.
Yeah, but this is just very interesting because we recognize that Nocturne is on bot side as well. But we spot Nocturne, so why are we taking next wave under their turret?
Yeah,
exactly. So
he's looking for TP really right now.
Yeah, just shove and move. It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
and then he's taking this wave from here. For such a strong early game, this is very passive gameplay when he's like...
Yeah, we need to strike that.
Yeah. He's kind of Thanos right now. He needs to step for sure. Oh, wait, we're TPing. All right, at least we TP'd into front line. We're not TP flanking. Oi.
Okay, the Jinx owner getting to play their front to back here. I
Crazy.
feel like Jinx
Oh
is
my
missing a
God.
lot of auto attacks.
Let's investigate.
All right.
Let's have another
let's put the vision back on.
She's
so we
got
can see.
support and she's not dealing damage.
All right, what happens here? So Jinx is hitting Ornn. He's hitting
Yeah.
Ornn. Ornn ults, so he's walking up. He
The
gets Ornn
spacing,
ulted.
clicking on the ground there.
Doesn't get Braum ulted. Jinx ult.
Yep.
Oh,
And now,
so I think
now I want to go forwards.
Yeah. I think no one on blue recognized the opportunity that they had here, right? It's very easy for like they all step back as Nocturne ult and as he sees his opportunity, right? This is super important. If there's an opportunity here, Nocturne needs to be yelling, "I want to go, I want to go." And then if this is happening, then the blue team won't step back like this. Because look, they all three of them like backstep at the same time here. They all right click backwards. And they get so far away. If Jinx is ready to follow this up, gets her reset, she doesn't get reset out of this.
Reset.
It's her penta. Like, that's a sad opportunity.
Interesting fight. Holy moly, these fights are they're booming.
Yeah, I liked what Nocturne did though. I think he saw a cool little window to play the game. He kind of saved the fight from being really bad.
I liked a lot more how Jinx and Sona were playing it in this one. Like, yes, there was probably some room for improvement in the DPS department, but they nicely sat back. They had the front to back. They got the AoE rocking. Jinx had great chompers with the E, and the effect of their champs was really high in this fight.
Yeah, I think Ornn was really suffering from playing with TP because he TP'd in and he couldn't like space the enemy damage. Ornn is usually a champion, like he's a tank, but he plays like from a bit of range, right? It's like you generally don't want to just be standing there getting hit. Your ult is long range, your combo is pretty long range. You don't just like melee walk into enemy team. You space the damage a little bit, even if you're beefy. So he was like fully committed in, and he just copped up like everything to the head. He couldn't walk away. He was getting Sono CC'd, Galio CC'd, Jinx trapped.
It was good from the Jinx owner to have threat assessment as well. I think they dodged the Braum R, the Veigar cage. The Ornn ult wasn't devastating for them, so that's all they need to do, right? Stay alive, survive the threat, and then when the fight is winning, if they can translate that and flip that switch.
Yeah, it's not the worst to get Ornn ulted if nothing's gonna hit you afterwards, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the spell's threatening on its own.
This is an interesting one here.
Yeah, it's just a lot of team fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see why both teams would like that.
Sivir ult to go back to midwave. It's kind of chill.
That was a big dragon. So red team's going to be on soul point for the rest of the game now.
Yeah.
I think they could have controlled the space a bit better around mid. Because they did have full area control. Holy moly, what's going on there?
I think Veigar is playing a big part in this mess, in this chaos. He took a greedy path. He had no support. You need to understand your champ's strengths and weaknesses, right? You're not a LeBlanc that can jump back over the wall.
He's very brave in this scenario as well. This is like kind of spicy from him. But yeah, all right. So when we go back...
This is usually why it's so important to shove midway first before you play for an objective, so that you can deny this potential counter.
Yeah. It's also okay to just drop this. If like at this freeze frame, just drop it, you know? Like, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It sucks a little bit, but yeah. We can't be walking into Sona ult and Nocturne Fear as Veigar.
That's griefing from Veigar, right, Tim? Surely.
Yeah, like his spacing was very egregious here.
So I would view it entirely in a different way. Like I definitely big mistake. But if I go to the Dragon setup, I think they should control the top side better and the chokes there. I think we're just giving them way too much room of walking in. I think
we have all the bushes. We should fuck them on the way in. Like
exactly.
if they walk in here, they should take damage, right? Or they should die. Like here, we don't even place a ward until we're here. This Sona is dead, no? Like they don't have any vision on this either.
We need Ornn on the front, right there, and we need Kha'Zix on the dragon, and the rest of the boys just control the choke. I would say Veigar more towards the bush. So if they try to walk in, we can cage the choke. I'm pretty sure we can hold it really well.
I think so too. And giving this bush is okay. Giving this bush is pretty unacceptable because then this situation ends up where you're cut, right? And then you lose your mid tower. So if you could hold this, it'd be really, really nice. This bush is super hard to take as well. So
yeah, for sure. The vision control and the zone control wasn't there. Given that is the case, we probably shouldn't take this path as Vigo.
Yeah. Good punish from Blue though to just go hit mid tower.
Agreed.
Here and there we see some gold nuggets. Like there's some really good plays here and there from both teams. They do some good stuff.
I think Nocturne is doing a great job of actually finding valuable ults in a game that seems really hard to do so. I think he's been decisive in picking his moments well.
Yeah, he had some brutal fights early, but then like later on, he's been finding like really good holes in like the enemy setup, right? Like he's been finding positions where they're weak and really punishing, sending it home. Oh man.
Okay, I want to double strike Ornn because we missed one, and I want to strike him for his positioning in this fight. Braum as well, right? He had some good vision, but he didn't manage to pull through. And since the game is getting a little bit late here, it's going to get a bit more messy.
They get a full strike for this like big dragon setup. Like I feel like not holding this space is super illegal, especially when you have champions to punish them on the face check. Like Braum Q to the head, like Veigar spells to the head, Ornn combo to the head. There's like so much to eat on the way in.
I know I'm talking a lot about Veigar, but like he thrives in those situations, right? Like you have to be super vocal about what you want and what you can do there.
Nice play by Ornn.
Okay.
Really
playing his limit very well. He got Arnold and Gal. Oh, what happened here to my guy? All right. Hey yo.
Oh.
His team is Galio ulting topside, and he's just like he just sends it.
So what I actually want to mention here is blue team is in such a dominant position given the gold lead they have and the tower lead they have. I talk about a tick the boxes win con where you just do the right thing. You just shove mid wave, force them to react, shift to a side, get vision, rinse, repeat. The game's going to win itself. Blue team doesn't know how to progress the game here, or they're getting bored. They left mid wave completely alone. Look at that wave dying under their tower. They're full sending to an Ornn lane for top tier 1 with no setup, and it's just going to be a big throw.
Yeah, I mean, just push mid, make them respond, put your wards down, hold the space. This tower will die naturally at some point, right? It's not like Ornn can chill here if his ADC is stuck here, you know? Like, it's...
Like, if you're ahead, you should have a strategic advantage, right? You shouldn't just handshake a random fight and see who performs better. You should force them to react, get better vision control, start to just squeeze the map a little bit, but this was just a bit of a flip of a fight.
Yeah. There is really no reason to play without advantage when you're ahead. It gets yeah,
we strike him,
Mr. Nocturne.
I want to, especially Jinx. I think like your role as an ADC in the mid game, just right click mid wave and get your team to play around that.
Yeah, it should feel very good from Jinx's perspective, just to be able to slam mid and then lean up, and then the game will just slowly play itself as we get our vision in here.
Baba, you too nice. Strike that bitch. Bam.
Yep.
All right. Good night. Everyone's taking... Dude, it's getting tough. I'm so sad that Ornn didn't play his mid game better because his laning phase was so fucking good. Oh,
it was really good.
Yeah.
So we got a bit of a game position right now. What's next here? We got one more big play coming up. This play is going to decide the game. Dragon Soul for red side.
I feel like red has to give. They have no space. It's too hard to get in. Mr. Veigar gets caught on side. He flashes.
I mean, I could see either team setting up. Like, Ornn is just such a beast when it comes to playing for mid prior.
And they got Jinx flash with the ult. They need to leave now, no? There's no fight here anymore. Oh, we continue to send it.
But Veigar's griefed this whole window again. Maybe we can say it's a team or a communication thing, but you can't get caught like that. You have Dragon Soul win condition coming up and you're dying isolated in a side lane. What's going on? You're not playing Vladimir or LeBlanc, man.
We need to for sure be chilling some more. Interesting. Are they going to right click this? They have Vega TP soon. Soon-ish. They don't have on ult though, it's kind of sus. Also, something to note is that On has... Wait. Oh, that's the Galio ult. It's just bugged. I thought he had the MR shield like Koenig Rukern, but... Oh, he does, actually. Huh?
He does.
Enemy team has no magic damage. They have a Hollow Radiance Galio. Does he not just
Whoa.
buy a million armor and armor and HP?
That's
And
right.
he's just completely unkillable in this game. Enemy team has 1 DPS.
I just want to zoom out a second here. And once your Veigar is dead, you lose mid control, you lose river control. I'm happy to for someone to make the call to give Dragon and just play really hard on top side, right? Just like shove top out really hard, get some deep penetrating vision in this quadrant, maybe even contest midway from top side. Like the worst thing is just not embracing reality, losing one side of the map and getting nothing on the other side.
Okay. I'm really not a big player of this move from Nocturne. Big fan of this move from Nocturne. Oh my god, he's so fast.
Hey, he's got a hidden tech over here. We didn't know of this one.
Did you see how fast he was running? That was crazy. All right. Yeah. I mean, I think this fight was... Wait, how did this happen up here? What happened to Sivir?
I'm not sure.
Oh, she just melee range walks into Galio, gets a bit cooked.
Jinx completely isolated. Great punish from Kha'Zix.
Yeah. I guess Kled ulted in.
Jinx really needs friends next to them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think this all started from like a really sus Nocturne ult, I think. And it only looks okay because of like the Sivir Brom kind of trolling on the back end. Oh.
So we get in a very similar position as we did last time, right? The objective setup and understanding how to like translate leads is just such a missing piece in these guys' game skills. Like it's just chaos. It's just fighting. It's just going in. Nocturne's lost the plot. Kled's lost the plot. Veigar doesn't know which lane he can push and cannot push. And it's just rough.
Yeah, I think people have like an incorrect mentality when it comes to fighting. They fight because they think they win, but it should be... You should set up something that if the enemy doesn't contest, will make you put further ahead. And then if they do contest, you kill them, right? You put yourself in like a win-win position where it's like, okay, I'm doing this topside setup. So if you could so that eventually, if you never contest me, I'll be able to hit Baron for free and kill it. And so if you contest me during that process, I would take this fight because I'm stronger than you. And like you give yourself like a reason to be taking the fight. This fight was a little tough.
Okay, I think we should end the review here. And what we should do is we should end it off with a learning note. So I think we should go back to the previous, before the chaos ensued, before Nocturne engaged. And I think we want to zoom in on blue side, and we're going to explain how to set up this Baron properly.
All right.
I think that's a really nice way to end it, so everyone understands.
All right, so here we have this position, right? We can full zoom out on this one, where we've dealt with bot wave. We have bot wave in, which is great. It's going to have to be responded to at some point. We just pushed the mid wave, and now, what is our job? What's our play here?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, top tower is still up, right? Like, it's going to be so hard to control top quadrant if we're just A-ramming in this quadrant. I'd love to see forcing red team to react to that mid wave. I'd like to see a mid ward by Sona, and then we have Galio or whoever on top side ready to break open top tower, and then we can go back to mid, and then we can rinse repeat, and we'll slowly encroach our vision line forwards.
Important thing to note is that we're shifting into topside on a time where Sona has no wards, so either Sona needs to have based earlier to be ready for this. I mean, she just dumped her wards, I guess, but still it's like a little bit tough. And then, I think the end goal should be, like, we got the good enough control, right? We have control here, control here. I like a pink on the Nash as well. I think this is super important. But this is good enough to break top. We can break top with this vision. And then after we break top, we can put our top waves further in, and then we can take a better vision line.
Exactly.
And so, there's no rush here. We break this tower, we take a couple sequences, we get our vision line deeper again, we put our pinks in here, pink in here, maybe a pink in here, and we can start thinking about starting Nash.
I think it's exactly what you said,
rules. Let's look at the individual rules here. So, Sona should probably reset, because we're not going to be engaging right now. Enemy team has low hard engage. Jinx did a great job contesting mid wave. She's got
Mid-wave
it
in.
out.
Yep.
She's done her job basically already.
Yep.
What we need to do is we need to have Kled pushing top lane right now. And we need to have the Nocturne and the Galio, in this case, shifting up towards top side.
In this space here.
Exactly. While the enemies are responding to the wave. That's going to give us maybe the full tower, maybe not, maybe just a chunk. That's fine. We just rinse and repeat that on the next wave. We just do the exact same cycle on the next wave. We can then force them to respond to the minions again. We have now Sona with refreshed wards, more ability to block off the enemy vision as well. And we just slowly black it out for the enemies. We make the map dark, and then eventually they're going to be scared. Imagine yourself in a position where you have no vision on Baron nor your topside jungle. You get your mid and your top lane wave pushed in. What do? You're going to send it because you can't lose Baron. And that's where people die.
I think it's like Pabu said, that you just need to create a win-win situation. You got to be a man with a plan, right? You're trying to do something. If they contest, then you can respond to that. If they don't, you achieve something, right? If you're just kind of doing whatever's in front of you, oh, there's a Baron in front of us, or oh, there's a champion in front of me, let's just go for it. It's going to be a lot tougher for you to close the game out. So how I see it is that you always want to have some idea or like macro concept that you're playing towards. And if there's chaos that erupts, you adapt to it. But you need to have a plan. You need to understand what you're playing for next.
Yep. There's a specific here. I think controlling this push is actually really hard as blue team. I think a lot of people die over like, oh, I need this bush to have control. But it's really only something you can do once you force them really far up their lanes. If they're catching the wave from here, and from here is very easy to hold this. But if enemy team is in here, the guy catching mid is like still here. It's very easy to defend this bush. And even if you clear it and you get this bush, retaking it's also very easy. You peg one Brom Q into it. If it hits nobody, you place your ward, and then you have this push back again. So I think people kind of lose the game over this push, where if you have this space, this space, this space, like this space, you're already doing really, really good in terms of control. This is ideal. This is peak, but it's also often extremely unrealistic. And so it's okay to not like completely hold this bush, you know? So, and I think it's fine. Like we don't have to send it over this. We can just chill and play the game out in like the natural way, the standard by the book progression.
Absolutely.
All right.
Again, anything you guys want to add to it?
Do we give some awards? Like, I think I want to say like Oren, big tick for laning phase, right? Like big tick for laning phase. Big cross for mid game, but a big tick for a laning phase. It's kind of smurfing it. Nocturne, he's like a big cross for early game, a big tick for early mid game, then a big cross for later mid game.
Overall, I think it was a decent performance because he had to look for opportunities, and it was a really tricky game to do so. But yeah, I think I really liked the discipline and the control that Jaxs and Sona displayed in a lot of the game. I think just this
pretty low variance for the most part.
Disconnected from their team, but I think they did their job. I think for the most part in this entire game, they probably understood their role the best out of all 10 players.
Yeah, I'm down. I think. Yeah, probably
Kha'Zix was a standout to me in the wrong direction.
In the negative,
exactly.
I think that like
mine was Veigar.
Veigar?
It was Veigar?
I did not like what I saw on Veigar.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Kha'Zix, it's a tricky game to play out, but definitely when there's like a 0-10 Kled, like this Kled is 5-6-5 now, right? But he was like 0-5-0. When this guy's like pushing upside, you can just go make sure his wave never comes out of tower. If he does, kill him. If not, then you have a guy who has pushed the entire game that you can walk with and go to the rest of the map with. And then like, you know, say it's like, I don't know, Ornn is like Thanos on this side getting pushed on his own. You walk to Veigar Kled lane, you get pushed there. Then everybody just walks up to mid. Mid wave is yours. You take whichever side of the map you want. It's a pretty easy game to run from Kha'Zix's perspective, I think. If because like he can carry Kled side because Kled is 0-10, and then Ornn carries Ornn side because Ornn is 10-0, and you could play the game. You could also do it with like Ornn into Kled and just bring the Ornn to the group. Make sure the Ornn always gets pushed, but you don't need to help him in this game. He's kind of Thanos, so I'm not sure exactly what the play is if the lanes are normal, but there was this long period where it was Veigar versus Kled, and he could just grab Veigar, push his wave out, bring him to the group, and it would have been a very easy game to play out.
Yeah, so what do we think about Veigar and Kha'Zix, co-students of the game, and Jaxs, Sona, co-MVPs? Any objections?
Yeah, no, I like this. We got the co-students over here and like the co-MVPs over here. Yeah, I think they did good. Pretty low variance. It's like it's a tricky game to be low variance in when you play against Ornn Kha'Zix. It's like a very squishy bot lane. it's not simple by any means. The Silver Braum is very easy to deal with, but the
Yeah.
Good game.
Beautiful.